Hello everyone, my name is Priyanka. I am a technical support engineer at Red Hat. If an identity management replica becomes unstable, sometimes the fastest fix is a clean rebuild. Today I will show you how to safely remove and re-add IPA replica without breaking your environment. Let's get started. Right now I am logged into the replica to be deleted. Before deleting anything, let's see what services this specific replica is running. For example, DNS or CA or KRA. Critically, make sure it's not the last server that is holding a crucial role, for example, a CRL master. If it is, then migrate that role to a healthy replica first. This replica is holding a CA server role. I'll reassign the CA role to this replica when I'll be re-adding the replica. Now let's remove the IPA replica from the topology. Always run the removal commands from a different healthy IPA master. These warnings and errors are coming because my replica server does not have a DNS role. You can ignore these warnings and errors. Once done, check your topology maps to ensure no lingering ghost references remain to cause DNS or replication errors later. Next, IPA host find and IPA topology segment find commands also confirm that this replica entry is deleted from the topology. Next, let's clean the replica update vectors. RUVs are internal LDAP markers used to track replication. Even after a server is deleted, its RUV ID may linger in some cases. We need to identify and purge the old server's RUV ID so that it doesn't cause database conflicts when we bring it back. In my case, there are no RUVs. You can use this command to delete RUV. Now log into the problematic IPA replica server, run the standard IPA uninstaller to remove that replica. After it finishes, manually delete any leftover PKI certificate data or logs. If you don't wipe these residual files, the next installation will likely fail. Next, let's reinstall the replica. Run the replica installation command to join the server back to the domain. I'm using this skip memcheck option to skip the minimal memory checking requirement because I have installed this replica on a local VM. Be sure to pass the flags to restore the exact roles, for example CA or DNS. In my case, it's CA role that I will add to this replica after replica installation. We have successfully re-added the IPA replica. Now let's add a CA role to this replica. Now CA role is successfully added. Let's cross-check with IPA config show. So this ensures that the replica is restored to its original functionality and it is fully integrated into the existing IPA environment. This concludes the demonstration. Thank you all for your time and attention. I hope that this session was helpful and informative. If you run into any issues or have any queries, please feel free to open a support ticket with Red Hat. We will be happy to help you.